typically a show like the Today Show is a destination after making your rounds of reporting in local markets, but that wasn't the case for me. I started at the show, as Jim mentioned, in 2002 as the production coordinator. To give you an idea of what that means, it's you arrange cars, catering, VIP tickets. You're kind of like customer service to the producers, or as I like to say, the event planner of television. The website for our show hadn't really launched, and it wasn't getting its due attention until about 2008. Yes, I do realize that's really late to the game, but as I discussed earlier with a gentleman at my table, networks kind of have waited a little too long until the cowabunga wave is like hitting them in the face, digitally speaking. The show was rapidly trying to figure out its position between two opposing schools of thought, that either the website should house the same content as we broadcast, or it should do completely different content, original, unique. So in the meantime, they asked everyone to do both. Producers were supposed to produce their segments and then also give us more and extra, and no, we're not paying you anymore, and we just laid people off. So it's nonstop putting more pressure on everyone. They even asked us all at one point to do a blog, and that included the finance department, which I found hilarious. They sent out, and it said, this is a mandatory thing. You have to find a blog on whatever you do on the show. And I was like, you're really asking Tony Gannon, who writes our checks, to write a blog? I don't want to read it. So maybe we shouldn't put it on there. But that was how desperate they were, even at the level of NBC and the Today Show, for content. So each of us had to literally write a blog. During the scurry to fill that digital void, I created an online vlog interviewing celebrities. Like, typically you don't just put yourself on TV, but in this case, that's exactly what I did, and they haven't figured that out yet. But so I created this vlog where we used the resources of the show and shot these things, and I said, I'm just going to put myself in front of the camera rather than ask questions off camera. And I didn't ask for permission, I just did it, and they were desperate. Finance was writing blogs. Did you hear that part? So they put that on. But the day I launched the Kathy Lee and Hoda fan page was the first day of my daily appearances. We launched a page on the show, and fans immediately started writing in, and they found it fascinating that they had real-time discussion with fans, and they were getting feedback so quickly. So the producer asked me to come on the next day, and then the next day, and then I realized it was going to be for a while, and I felt so lucky. So people often ask me, did you always dream of being on the show? I didn't, because the reality I'm living right now was just a crazy idea, like merely making its way to the forefront at the time. Social media hasn't only changed where I sit in the office, which I'm not complaining, but the entire landscape of news. When Sully the pilot landed the plane on the Hudson, our first picture we aired was actually from a guy that was right there and tweeted a picture. I can't even, that still isn't real to me, that's where we are now in news. The audience isn't only consuming news differently, but they are part of it in a way they never could have been before. Viewer trends aren't solely left to ratings, but hashtags and Facebook comments. Things are changing, and they are changing because of us. I had to try to slip into this group one more time. Okay, really, it's not me. They are changing because of all of you. The work you do will affect billions, touching every life and saving so many. As a voice and a portal of sorts for the work you do, I thank you for giving me something to talk about. And as one of the billions of lives you'll touch, I thank you for truly making the world a better place. So, thank you.